ladies, welcome to your December core workout. We are going to be moving through 5 different exercises for 3 rounds. So we're not going to do timed intervals, we're going to be doing repetitions. So it should take around 10 to 15 minutes, I think. So all you're going to need is your body weight and a mat, or a towel or carpet, anything that's going to help cushion your spine as you do the movements. Our mantra for today is that I am strong and ready. So you're ready to take on whatever life throws your way, whatever comes up today, that by taking this time to really strengthen your core and tap into that center of our power, that's our solar plexus and our root chakra. Between this area is where we store our power, our personal power. So tapping into that and strengthening that so that we feel strong and ready to take on whatever life throws our way. So it's a little windy out here and a little hard to hear on the video, so I'm gonna just do a voiceover. So you guys I'm gonna do the workout with you and I'll talk you through it afterwards as I voice over it. All right, let's get started. Have a good workout.
Hi guys. Okay, come onto your back, lowering down through the side if you need to, if you're still feeling your separation. Extend the legs out long, and we're going to be drawing the left knee in towards the chest, using the core, point up towards the ceiling, and then lower down. Doing 5 reps on each side, 10 total. Draw in towards the hip, reach the toes up to the sky, then lower away with control. Hips nice and stable here throughout the movement. Arms extended by your sides. And switch sides. Right knee in, point up, extend long. Going for 5 reps. Beautiful job. Nice open chest. Good. And release. After this last one, we're going to be coming onto your side for side plank. So either side, doesn't matter, just start on one side. Coming into a nice strong side plank, reaching the top arm up, and then squeeze and thread the hand underneath the waist. Good, reach up and squeeze the core as you reach the hand underneath. Going for 10 each side, working the obliques here. Very important that we keep our hips lifted throughout the movement. Feet can be stacked or staggered if that feels better for you for stability. Nice job. Make sure that the bottom elbow is directly underneath your shoulder for support. You're going to be working the shoulders a little bit here too as well. Switching sides, we're going to be going for 10 on the other side. Lift the hips up, arm reaches high, and then threads underneath. Really squeeze that core, especially those obliques, as you thread the hand underneath. Beautiful job. Open up through the chest, then squeeze as you close. Thread it underneath. This is when we can use a light weight as well, and that can help activate and target those cores a bit more. Stacking the hips, keeping them lifting throughout. I'll show you in the next round a modification you can to make this a bit easier. Nice job. Here's the modification. So keeping the bottom knee down, top leg extended can help, or stacking both bent knees, keeping the knees bent 90 degrees. Those are available to you if you need to modify. Coming now onto your back, rolling through the side again if you need to, setting up for dead bugs. Keeping the head down, we're going to extend the arms straight up, knees over the hips, and alternate reaching opposite leg and arm away from each other. If it helps you, you can keep the knee bent, or to challenge yourself a bit more, keeping the leg straight as you reach it away. So we have the left leg reaching, right arm reaching, come back to center, and opposite, right leg, left arm. Keep switching, going for 20 total here. Keeping the spine nice and long and neutral on the mat, making sure that it doesn't pop off as you reach the arms and legs away from each other. If you feel that you can't keep the low back protected, make sure that you lessen the range of motion. So maybe don't go as far away from the midline. Don't lower the leg quite as far, or don't lower the arm overhead quite as far. Keep going, you guys are almost done with these. Just a couple more. Pull that belly in as you reach away. This is one where you can substitute a diastasis recti friendly movement, maybe the ab squeezes, sitting in your chair. You could do wall push-ups. Do a movement that would feel safe for you. That might not be a very appropriate exercise if you're still really working on strengthening the core. Coming into swimmers, so coming prone onto your mat or carpet, and then lifting up through the core as you extend the arms and legs, swimming here, moving opposite arm and leg, engaging the glutes as well. The shoulders will be working, the upper back. Keep the gaze down. You want to make sure they're not straining the neck here. Going for 30 reps total. And release. Coming into full plank position. Again, this is one where you can modify, alternating heel lifts, so squeezing the glutes and hamstrings as you lift from the heel for 20 reps total. Keep that core engaged as you lift the leg away from you. Shoulders working here as well. If you don't feel strong in plank, then this would be a great one to substitute another diastasis recti friendly exercise. Remember to stay safe and work at your level. If you're already feeling like you're getting stronger and you're in the healing process, some planks are fine. You don't want to necessarily avoid them completely, but if you're still feeling like you're in the early stages, it would be good to avoid them. Coming back to the beginning, reaching the leg long, so starting on whichever side you want, drawing the knee in towards the chest, pointing the toe up towards the ceiling, and then lowering away from you. 5 reps each side. Nice job, you guys. Nice, strong core. And switch sides. I think I gave you an extra rep there on that side. Okay, draw the knee in, point the toe up, and lower away. Good, that's 3, 4, and 5. Switching onto side plank. Rolling to the side, coming onto the elbow directly underneath the shoulder, bending the knees if you need to for support, or coming into full side plank and threading the hand underneath. Squeezing the abs as you thread the hand. Beautiful job. We got 10 reps on this side to finish out, and then we're going to switch sides and do 10 on the other side. Keeping the hips lifted throughout. Should be a nice strong line from the ankles to the knees to the hips to the shoulders. Beautiful work, you guys. This is one where you really have to intentionally squeeze the core instead of just flailing the arm around. Really be intentional about getting the abs engaged. Switching sides, 10 on this side. Nice job. You're doing great. More than halfway through. We're doing 3 rounds of all these exercises. Nice big squeeze. Beautiful control. A couple more, and then we're going to switch to the dead bugs. And release. Coming onto your back. Rolling down or going to the side if you need to. I try and demo that. I always sometimes forget. But try and roll to the side to get up and down if you're still healing. Reach opposite arm and leg away from you as far as you can with good control. If you feel that the low back is coming way off the mat as you reach away, then shorten the range of motion, only lowering slightly away. Sometimes I like to keep my hand on the core, the hand that's not moving, just to kind of have an idea of if my ribs are popping up. So you want to keep the ribs settled. When the ribs start to pop out and pull away from the hips, that starts to pull and actually cause more strain on the linea alba, the center of the abs that we are trying to, for many of us, trying to heal after having a baby or after having any kind of separation in the abdominal muscles. So having the ribs pop out actually can make that worse. So really trying to settle the ribs in, keeping the lowest rib as close as possible to the top of the hip bone. Almost done here. We're going to be transitioning now over to the belly. Coming onto your belly, reaching the legs long, arms straight and overhead. For swimmers, lift up and swim it out for 30 reps total here. Keeping the legs lifted, the arms off the ground. You can rest if you need to. If you feel your form starts to suffer, if you feel any pinching in the low back, try and really come out of it and then re-engage the core before you lift up. Nice job. Coming into high plank, doing alternating heel lifts. Squeeze the glutes as you lift, using the core to help lift the leg as a lever behind you. So using our own body weight as resistance against the core. Got 20 reps total here. Beautiful job. Again, substituting here if you need to do a modification. We're going to move into the last round as soon as we finish up here. Beautiful job. Coming back onto the back, rolling through the side if you need to. We're going to do the knee draw in and lower. Starting on whichever side you like. Doing 5 per side. Draw the knee in, extend up, and lower. Draw the knee in, reach high to the sky, and then lower away with control. Beautiful job. And finishing out here, switching sides. Draw the knee in, point it straight up, and lower away. Nice control here. Again, this is another one where the more intentional and purposeful you can be with the movement, the more you will get out of it. If we just flail our legs and arms around, we don't get much benefit of the exercises. Coming onto whichever side you'd like for side plank. Stacking the feet or staggering them and then threading the top arm underneath the abs. Nice job. Reaching it under with a big squeeze. Opening up as you reach the hand overhead. 10 per side. Move with control. Feel like you're moving through honey or some thick resistance, maybe water or jello, and moving the hand through that so that you really feel that activation of the obliques as you reach through. Switching sides. 10 more on this side. Last set of these exercises, ladies. You're almost there. Remind yourself, keep those hips up. If you feel that the hips start to droop, that's when you maybe need to take a quick rest and then come back into it. Couple more reps, and then we're going to be moving on to our last set of dead bugs. Nice job here. Finishing out, rolling onto your back, through the side if you need to. Setting up for dead bugs. Extend knees over the hips, arms reach straight up, and then opposite arm and leg away from each other. This is a reclined or supine version of bird dogs, if you've ever done those. We do those sometimes in our movements where we are kneeling in tabletop, alternating extending the arm and leg away from us. This is just a different version of that while we're lying face up instead of kneeling. Both versions are excellent for the core all along the front of the body and the back of the body. A few more reps here. We've got 20 total. Move with control, so no rush on these. These should be slow and intentional. Focus on your breath. Focus on staying strong for these last couple of reps. And then we're moving on to our last two movements. Beautiful job. Flip it on over to the belly, coming into position for swimmers. We have 30 reps here. Each time you lift one side is a rep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. Up to 30. Core nice and strong. Also using the glutes here and the shoulders. Fingertips reaching forward. Try and keep those arms as long as possible. Moving on to our last exercise, planks with heel lifts. 20 total here. Super strong plank. Keeping the hips up as you lift. Make sure those hips don't get droopy. You got just a few more reps and we're all done with this core circuit. Less than 10 seconds here. You got it. And finishing out. Last couple reps. Great job, you guys. Excellent work.